Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about how I took my Etsy shop from $0 to $9,000 in sales in 1 month. To give you guys a little bit of background, I don't do Etsy full-time. This is not my full-time business or full-time job. I do actually run multiple other businesses, and which one of them is actually a sign shop. On Etsy, I sell just a few products that I make in my sign shop. And the reason why I started Etsy in the beginning was just to put up one product that it was actually my best-selling product at the time. And it was kind of like, why not put it on Etsy? We sold about 2 to 3 in like the first 2 months after launching the Etsy store. At this point, I had only uploaded 1 picture, and that was pretty much it. And then after a couple months, I said, you know, there's no reason why we shouldn't be selling more on Etsy. Even though we don't need it, it kind of became like a fun project to do. Also, if you guys stick to the end of the video, I will show you guys my back end and what products I actually sell on Etsy, on my Etsy store. And just to show you guys the numbers so you guys could see the sales and what was my top products, etc. So after a few months, I decided to just go in and really optimize the shop. So, you know, I went a lot of hours on YouTube and Google, and I just started researching everything I could do. So I wanted to come on here and share some of the things that has helped me get sales on Etsy and take the store to almost $10,000 in just 1 month. So I would say the first thing that I did, first thing is just optimize your page. What do I mean by that? Make sure you have your about me done. You know, put something. People are going on Etsy to buy something custom and handmade, so they want to know who's making it. So the first thing I did is fix the about me and put a picture of myself. Second thing is I took better pictures of my product and also a video. Videos on Etsy right now help a lot because people want to see how the product looks in 3D, how it will actually look in person. So that's the first thing I would do before anything else. Make sure you have great pictures. Make sure you optimize your page. Make sure you do your about me. Make sure you put a picture of yourself. That's number 1. Number 2, I know this sounds pretty obvious, but getting your first 10 to 20 sales are going to be the hardest sales. After that, I would say the next milestone will be 100. And after that, it actually gets a lot easier, believe it or not. For me, the first 10 to 20 sales were really hard, and I had to play around a little bit with the pricing. Of course, I was still, I still had very good margins in my products, but that's something you need to figure out. I might do another video on that, on how to figure out pricing. You don't just want to go and put a cheap price in, because if you're not making profit, there's no point in selling your items, because then it's not anything sustainable, and I don't suggest doing that. But yes, I was messing around with pricing, and I figured out a price that still kept me profitable. In the beginning, I try to keep my margins at 50%, which is low for what I sell, but it's still very good. But it gave a low enough price where people were more incentivized to buy, even though I didn't have too many sales. You know, I was in the lower range of pricing, but the quality of my product was still very good. I mean, of course, I run a sign shop and I have big machines, so it's a little bit different than making the products at home. So my products were actually really good quality, and I'm able to make it at a cheaper price. So that really gave me an edge. But like I said, I had to play around with pricing. And also, another thing that helped me out is I put up very quick processing times. Now, this is probably the thing that I would suggest the most. This will be, I guess, tip number 2. If you can play around with the processing time, and what I mean by that is if you have an item that you're able to make fast and in turn ship it out fast to the customer, I would really suggest that you fix the processing time, because you're able to go in and tell Etsy how long it's going to take you to make this item and ship it out. Because what this does, in the beginning, it could be a little bit of pressure on you, because you are going to have to be making these items pretty fast. But if you are able to do that, if it's something that you can do, especially in the beginning, to get you those sales, because it will give you an edge over other stores. A lot of people on Etsy, this is kind of their side gig, or they just do it part-time. and sometimes there's people that turn on and off their stores. So if in the beginning, to get your first few sales, you could put that the processing time. What I did is I put that my processing time was 1 to 2 days. So that means that I ship out the product in under 48 hours, which I saw that as a, like a very minor thing, because I'm like, we make products pretty fast here. We usually ship out same day. I didn't think it was a big deal. But I started getting a lot of messages once I changed that, because people were really curious to see, wait, are you really shipping it out in under 48 hours? Because I didn't know that a lot of people didn't do this. So it gave me an edge. I hear a lot of people talking about having an edge on Etsy with your actual product, but I feel like having the edge with your product is actually harder than everything else, because come on Etsy, everybody sells something unique. So having an edge with the product is a lot harder than having an edge as far as processing time or pictures or videos or your story, which I believe actually now you could be more unique and you could have the edge on those things. But I would really suggest playing around with the processing time, something that's not going to put too much pressure on you, but at the same time, it's going to get the item to your customers faster. People love fast shipping, and it's something that Etsy actually puts on the front page, not on the front page, but right underneath the picture of your item, they put an estimated shipping time. So if your processing time is lower, it tells the customer that the item is going to arrive sooner to them, which, like I said, for me, it helped me out a lot. People were messaging me daily after I changed this, and that's how I actually got my first few sales. Another thing that a lot of people don't talk about is momentum. Right? On Etsy, momentum is huge, right? So when you make a sale, when you have those first 20 sales, and then you start getting more sales, and then you start getting people to review your items, and then it's kind of like a snowball effect. You get the sales, and you get the reviews, and then you get more sales, and then that really starts helping with the Etsy algorithm a lot. And that's what I figured out, that it really became a momentum thing, because on the other side, just like anyone, I encounter some 4-star reviews, which I didn't know it was a bad thing, but apparently 4-star reviews, if it's not a 5-star, it is a bad thing. So any day that I would get a 4-star review or lower, I got a couple 1-star reviews. Every day that happened, my sales would slow down. And if in a day I got 3 5-star reviews, my sales would just go up. So I figured that there's just a lot of momentum, and there's things that you could do to really help you out with that, which is figure out a way that you can ask customers for reviews. Do it in a very personable and nice way, because it really helps out. In the beginning, I didn't do it. It was actually affecting me negatively, because, like I said, I was getting all my 5-star reviews organically. I wasn't even asking, and I didn't know that it was affecting me. But that's a big thing that I would say. Make sure you're asking for reviews, because it really, really helps. So those are some tips right there that I would suggest. We're going to go dive in right now, and I want to show you the store, and I'll keep talking about some of the things that also help me while I'll show you guys some of the numbers. All right, guys, I'm going to show you guys now the back end of my Etsy store. And as you guys can see here, this is December of 2021. I did $895.11 in sales. And then fees and taxes. They do have fees. Obviously, if you're not familiar with Etsy, of course it has fees. Every platform has fees. Even after that, let's say there was about, a good $7,000 in there of actual profits. And I might make another video on what actually were profits after all my products and supplies, etc. And actually, let's see what my sales were the month before. This is when I didn't do anything. Yeah, see, I sold only a few items the month before that, and then I think I started actually in, October. It was October. Yeah, I had $100 in sales. So December is where I really, like I said, I really optimized. I just want to recap the 3 tips, or just some of the tips that I said, to really boost your Etsy store, especially in the beginning. If you're new to this, I would say, number 1, make sure you optimize the page, your Etsy shop, which That includes, updating your personal picture. You could update a picture of yourself. You could put the story about your shop. People always want to hear your story, especially on a platform like Etsy. They want to know who they're buying from. And definitely take the best pictures you can of your actual products and videos. Can't stress that enough. I wish somebody would have told me that in the beginning, how important that is. I would say take a lot of time for that. Number 2, pick your edge, right? So what I mean by that is not just your product, because of course you're going to know what your product is, but look for an edge, whether that is, good looking pictures. Some people put actually their stories with a picture as a product picture, or as one of the product pictures, or thanking them, thanking people for shopping in their store, etc. But for me, my edge was how fast I could ship. And if that's something that you can do, I would say it's a really good edge to have. So especially to get your first few sales. If your edge is that you can sell your product for cheaper because you're sourcing it for cheaper, because you just have a way that you make it for cheaper, that could be a good edge, to be honest. Pricing, shipping time, pictures, those are 3 good edges, a good way to have an edge, to your store. And then number 3, what was number 3? Number 3, make sure that you take advantage of any time that you have momentum. So what I mean by that is, if at any given point you have a few sales, or you're getting reviews, especially the 5-star reviews, make sure you try to keep going and reply to messages, ask for reviews, keep shipping the products on time. And that's another thing that nobody told me in the beginning. And even though I did a lot of research, I'll be fully transparent. See, this is why this is my edge right here. I ship 99% of my products on time, and I'm doing pretty great with that. And this right here is killing me right now, because in the beginning I didn't know that 4-star reviews would kill me. But basically right now I have 92% of my reviews are 5 stars, which I have to bring that up. And this is something that really came, because I know we're going to be able to bring this up, but we will bring it up. But I didn't know that Etsy actually rates your response time. And if you click on this, I have 41 messages that didn't get a reply in the first 24 hours, which in the first 2 months, people were messaging me on the weekend. And I didn't know, for example, if they messaged me on a Saturday night, sometimes I wouldn't come back to the office until Monday morning, and that's over 24 hours, and that would affect me negatively. So now, if I'm doing the math, if I think I did the math right, I need another 400 messages replied within 24 hours to get this just to 95%. So since I messed up in this in the beginning, it's going to take me quite a while to get this back, which is really important, because when you're a star seller, talk about momentum, you really go up in the ranks, and you'll be one of the first few. So again, let me actually show. There's also other stuff that I want to talk about. I killed my momentum at one point, and that was a really big mistake. Actually, I wanted to talk about that as well, because I want you guys to not do this. Since at one point I was getting a lot of sales, and I was getting a lot of messages. The sales, when you get a sale, you get an email. And I was getting flooded with emails, and I got an email from Etsy that kind of got lost, and it was about my tax information. Since I went from selling 200 to 10,000, I didn't know that I had to update my tax information, which when I didn't, and they thought I was ignoring it, they actually delisted one of my products, which was my best-selling product. I will show you guys here, actually. This really killed me. Inactive. So if you go to inactive, this is one of my products that got deactivated by Etsy, and it was my best selling product, and that really killed me. And even though I updated, once they delisted, I was like, why did they delist my item? And then I went to my emails, and then I found out that it was because I didn't put my tax information. And I updated it, but they never listed my item back. And I contacted customer service, and nothing still has been done. So that really killed me. So that's something you guys really have to watch out for. So yeah, December was the 9,000. And then right now we're at the end of January 2022. Since my account actually got deactivated and my best listing got deactivated, sales actually went down to 5,200 when my net profit to 4,000. So that's why I'm saying the momentum is very, very, very important, and you guys should really take advantage of it. And yeah, I hope you guys took away some good tips from today, and also some mistakes that I did, like not answering to messages quick. And I actually I know there is a way that you can automate a response, so that way it counts, because it's only the first message that counts actually. So after you reply to their first message, technically Etsy won't rate you on that, even though it's also very good to be responsive. I just didn't know that the first message is what counted. I also didn't know that, for example, if I would have asked for reviews from the beginning, this probably wouldn't be the number, because this is all organic. I've never asked one person to leave a review, but I do suggest asking people in a nice way and personable way to leave a review. But and then definitely make sure that you update your tax information if you plan on selling a lot, because if you don't and you sell more than $600, Etsy could delist some of your items. In my case, they delisted my best-selling item, which killed my momentum. And as you guys see, my store went from 10,000 to about 5,000, which is still not bad. I'm gonna do an updated video because I do plan on doing some things that I want to take this to $20,000-$30,000 a month, and I think I can do it. And then I could come back and share more stuff with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and found this helpful. If you did find it helpful, I share a lot of different things on my channel. I plan on just doing a lot of random things, because I do a lot of random things. So if what you like is randomness about business, about finance, about life, please follow the channel. Make sure you like it and comment if you want to know anything else about Etsy. I wanna keep making videos on Etsy, because a lot of the videos that I see, I felt like they were just of people that are doing it kind of like as a side thing, and I want to help people. $9,000 a month. If you take a store to 9, 10, 20,000, I feel like it could really it could replace your full-time job. So I would love to help people just get their stores to that level. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you comment, subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys on the next one.